stupidly epic.
I know you've been pumping drugs and shit to kids around here. I bet your respectable family would help me out if I went to them. Man, I can see the headlines now.
Leave them out of this bitch!
I can tell everybody Nathan Prescott is a punk ass who begs like a little girl and talks to himself.
Alright, Bunners, how's it going? Tony Robinson here with the last episode of Plus Plays for June. Today's game is Life is Strange. It's Bess Lassie here, that one hiding behind the cubicle. She's got the ability to manipulate time. Just inexplicably for CS. For some reason she can stop time. This is the first day of her fun now. She's like this photography student, and she's just trying to live a normal life. She's all really shy in that, and for some reason she goes to the toilet and she sees this altercation happen, and this lassie gets shot. This lassie with the blue hair, and she immediately puts her hand down and reverses time. No idea how it happened, but aye. So that's the basic setup of the game, folks. This Max lassie can reverse time, and what a selfish brat she is. Again, she doesn't use this to help the world or anything like that. She essentially fixes her camera there. She's like, oh, man, better fix my camera. So she fixes her camera with it, and then she'll essentially listen to folks' conversations and try and fit in by rewinding time and bringing up subjects that they like. Or if if you hear an answer to a question, but she gets asked the question, and then somebody else answers the question, you just rewind time and get the answer right. Oh, selfish, man. It's absolutely incredible how absolutely hard-necked she is. It's ridiculous.
Keep it together, Max.
She's got to take a selfie to instigate a question here. It's just really funny, because if I'd found out I could reverse time, I ken there'd be tons of things I'd want to undo. But this lassie, she's just like, I'm just normal high school student. She never goes back further than this as well. Not that I've seen anyway. Maybe later on she does. I've not played the hell game yet. But it's absolutely incredible. Absolutely nuts. How okay. So the game's essentially like it's like one of these Telltale games where your choices matter. But in this game, none of the choices matter, because if you didn't feel right with the choice, you can go back and change it. So, I mean, I like the art style. I like the feel of the game, the vibes brought, but like, it's just funny because it's like, you didn't like the way you've done something, you just change it. You see somebody getting bullied, you can figure out a way to stop them from bullying them, reverse time, and then make it happen. This is ridiculous. It's going about high school or college or whatever. This introverted photographer. So I have only recorded the essentially the start up to the game here, folks. I'm not really want to spoil anything, because like, again, I've not even played the full game myself, so I'd hate for something like this, like a very story centric, very character driven story, to be spoiled by some idiot like me talking about it on the internet. If you've not played it before, they're bringing out a prequel story about this later on down the line, so now's the best time, really. You know, in order to get yourself into the story if you've never played it before. I mean, the characters are all likeable in that, eh? So, if you're interested in, like, really, again, story-centric and character-driven stories, this is quite a good one. I just think Max is a wee bit selfish, that's all. Just everything, man. I mean, there's a bit later on, like, I've not got on this video, but there's a bit later on where she goes outside and sees somebody playing with a drone. She doesn't ken the first thing about drones, but she essentially figures things out by like looking at the folks' backpacks and that, about what this drone is, and you can essentially make a pal, even though you have no idea as a character what this drone thing is. You essentially sneak a look into your backpack, see the box for it, and then, mention it's like this X-51 drone, CX-2 drone, or something like that. And the lassie's like, oh, you want a shot? You want to muck about with it? But to start off with, she didn't. She's just like, oh, you better not touch it just in case you break it. But then you rewind time and show off a wee bit of knowledge about the drone. About the drone, she's like, oh, aye, let's be pals, besties, best pals forever. It's like, wish I had the ability to manipulate time back when I was in high school. It's ridiculous.
Don't wait too long.
Maybe we go back and make as many pals as you want, or like foil any bully you wanted. I mean, that's the extent of it. It's insane how short-sighted. See, she got asked a question, a simple question about whether she's going to hand in her photography assignment. And the teacher tells her a quote by John Lennon. She goes back in time and then tells him the quote. See, John Lennon said this.
John Lennon once said that.
It's absolutely self-centered to the max, just to make herself look bright in that. She's like, she has absolutely no intelligence of her own outside of the things that she learns from other people, and then rewinds time and says it off as her own thing. So there was a big train sketch about that, I think. It's like passing off your ideas as your own never works. Face it, you can't cut it in the real world. Join the army now. It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen, man. If you've never seen Big Train, watch that. That's great. But this lassie, she gets away with it. She gets away with it because she can manipulate time and does the wiser. Jenks for some reason. Washing her face and tearing up her 40 triggers all this to happen. She's retracing her steps. Triggers all this like violence. They're going to come in the new. That's the reason she's come back in this toilet, by the way. She come back in order to try and stop this person from getting shot or whatever.
What are you doing? Come on, put that thing down. Tell me what to do.
So you're free to act here. With that information in mind, you're like, oh, I'm going to break this thing. And you need a hammer to break. Oh, there just so happens to be a hammer underneath that. Do that. Oh, the lassie got shot. Just rewind time. It's fine. I'll break this thing now. There you go. Beep, 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 beep. There you go. See you later, pal. Take your gun and piss off, mate. You psycho. Walk about with a gun in school.
Another shitty day.
Aye. Here it is.
That did not happen. This
Oh, it's real, hen. This is real
I just saw her
as
get shot
anything.
and saved her.
And it's absolutely gutting that a better person didn't have this ability. She's just not a nice person. If you think about it, folks, if you had the ability to rewind time, there's so many things, like global scale things that you'd want to go back and fix, Ken. But she's just like doing it. She's just using it to get through high school. It's mental. Like you'd want to go back and stop Hitler, Ken. Like, oh, I can rewind time. I'm going to go back. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and get myself a ticket. Go out of Germany. Or, like, wherever he was based. And, like, rewind time back to when he was in office. I'm going to go into that building that he was in when he committed suicide. I'm going to go back even before that, before the war even started. I'm going to go back to that point. When the war started, at one of his speeches. I'm just going to go up and kill him. And then that'll do. That'd be bro, eh? Be fantastic. That would be it. It'd be brilliant. But no, she's just like, oh, I'm just going to hide about in the toilets and that, and like, aye. And that's it. That's the extent of her like thought process on the matter. Yeah. Really? Really? It's just, I just can't get it. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm not talking about the game, folks. I mean, like, if you want me to talk about the game, The art style's bra. I mean, like, the music's great, characters and all that, the story's quite compelling and everything. But the choices, in the grand scheme of things, like, unlike Telltale, when you make a choice, the choice matters because there's no way you can reverse it. This character will remember this. No, this character's going to react to you like this now because our son got killed or something like that. But in this game, if anything like that comes up, you can just undo it. You just go the other way and see what happens. And if you and you can rewind multiple times. It's not that you can only do it once to fix it. If you didn't like the outcome of either, you can choose the one that you like best. You can keep on going back until you're happy. So she's this, like, really shy lassie with this rebellious heart. She's one to rebel against the system. She's kind of like, oh, kind of punky, scary and that, and really introverted.
I just saw Nathan.
So as soon as you try and tell the stupid adult what actually happened, this guy here, the principal, it's like, I seen Nathan Prescott waving a gun about in the girl's bathroom, and the principal's like, hey, you better not be talking about our star pupil like that. She's just like, oh well, but you've got the ability to choose whether you undo that action or no. Like, oh, did I mess that up? Maybe he just thinks I'm insane. Or maybe he won't do anything at all because this Prescott guy is a big deal. See, happens to be the most, like, prestigious family of the school or the town or whatever. And he's getting away with it because he's a freaking idiot. Waving a gun about. And his family's like, his family can protect him.
Are you gonna bust him?
She can't do anything about it, so you can rewind it and be like, well, I'll just not say anything then. But what's the fun in that? See, if you play this game, folks, there's an achievement. I'm pretty sure I heard that there was an achievement or a trophy for playing the whole game without rewinding time at all. Like, except for that, you know, that initial bit. The initial bit where you find your power.
Since the Prescott family owns
Aye.
Roswell now.
That being said, that's an alright game. And there's nothing really bad about it. It's just, I just wish the person that had the powers wasn't so selfish, and I wish the power itself still made the game feel like there was repercussions for even doing that, you know? Maybe there is later on, like I said. Not played it all yet, but as it stands, it's a wee bit, I don't know,
Rachel and
just seems kind of like the whole game would effectively be a cop-out. You just kind of mould the game to the way you want it to be, rather than being told this gripping story about, like, the pros and cons of being able to, like, the pros and cons of being able to, like, manipulate time and, like, manipulate it to your own ends. Never know. Maybe the game ends with her turning into a supervillain or something, eh? Just gone mental with the ability to control time. I could see that, actually. I could see that being the case. Just because he's so selfish, self-centered with the power.
I keep expecting to wake up one more time.
Anyway, folks, that's it. That's pretty much it, folks. It's a decent game, and if you've got PlayStation Plus, it's free. So you can't moan at that. You know what I mean? So I just pick up PlayStation Plus free in June.
Has to be a reason.
Thanks for watching, punters. See you later, eh?